Hi, I'm online, you're online. Let's chat. Welcome back to my channel if you've seen my previous videos. Welcome to the channel if you're new. I am finally doing a video that so many have requested so far, and that is to follow up my Cézanne and Rouge reviews with one of Reformation. And I had heard a little bit about Reformation, but I thought that a deep dive into this brand would be a good idea. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do not hesitate to subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Like this video if you agree with what I said, or add a comment about what I've missed or what your thoughts are on Reformation. One of the assets of Reformation, clearly stated in the brand's vision, is sustainability, which is a good sign because that means that they want to at least appear like they care. And now our job is to look further into it and actually go and read about their production line. So I'm gonna read all the fine prints so that when you go shopping, you don't have to. All right, so as usual, I scooched up a bit so that everything can be edited in here. So let's go. Reformation began by selling vintage clothing out of a small Los Angeles storefront in 2009. We quickly expanded into making our own stuff with a focus on sustainability. Today, we make effortless silhouettes that celebrate the feminine figure and pioneer sustainable practices, focusing on people and progress each step of the way. Okay, so that is a beautiful little message to add in, but let's see if there's actually more to it. So one thing that I think is quite interesting is the use of the word sustainable fashion in their mission statement. That is quite important, at least in brand strategies. So the pages look good, let's just put it that way. But let's go into having an actual look at their sustainable practices. So one thing that I like to see, they say that they have been carbon neutral since 2015, but are now working with a non-profit organization, Climate Neutral, to make it official. There's some flags, like my spider senses are tingling. Usually when a brand says that they've been carbon neutral for a while, but they don't have the certification for it, wait for the certification before you can actually confirm that they have done this. Also, an important detail to mention is that so far Reformation only sells online for most of the world. They have physical retailers in Canada and in the United States, and I think a couple of limited stores in the United Kingdom and one in France, Le Bon Marché. I have not had the chance to check it out, unfortunately, but I will do my initial review here, and you will hear whether or not I will buy something from this brand at the end of the video. One thing that I really do like so far is that they have a page dedicated to the factories that they have. That is incredibly rare in the fast fashion industry, let alone the luxury fashion industry, because hey, they don't want to admit to competitors where they produce their things. But what I do find interesting is that they have 20 suppliers across 31 factories in Brazil, Bulgaria, China, India, Mexico, Morocco, Pakistan, Portugal, and Turkey. And they have different tiers, which is quite good. For authorized for production facilities meet our standards. Yellow facilities have some minor, moderate issues, corrective action plan required. And then orange is when you get into already like labor-related violations to their standards. And they mention the amount of times that they check. So the assessment is required internationally with a maximum of 12 months. So once a year, basically they go check. Is that enough? I'm not sure, but hey, we're comparing something that unfortunately is very high standard in the fashion industry to brands who never ever check. Little shout out to Dior and Armani for that one. If you know, you know. I see that 45% of the vendors are green, according to them, by the way, and 53% are yellow, 2% are in orange, 0% are in red, which is if it's really unacceptable. So what is interesting to see is that even though they're on their way to be, you know, labor conscious, etc., it's probably still very difficult to do because unfortunately the labor standard across the world, especially in Southeast Asian countries, is abysmally low. So it doesn't surprise me that most of the vendors fall into their yellow category instead of their green, because you know the standards are so different depending on, you know, the country you're in. It's a pretty vague one. It doesn't specify anything about the amount of working hours. For example, it just says adequate work hours. So that's something that we can read more about. But so far, based on just these pages I've read, I am quite hopeful. I am looking forward to seeing how this collection works. There's one thing that has kind of given me a little bit of the ick, is that they portray themselves as being the sustainable brand, yet they drop a limited collection every week, which I know if you compare it to Shein or the big, you know, extreme fast fashion brands, this might not seem that surprising because they drop thousands of products like each week. But even for a sustainable brand to drop one new limited collection every week is still a lot. But let's go into what they're known for. So Reformation is known, especially across the board, for their flowy feminine dresses. A little bit similar to Rouge, I would say, in what I've seen so far. There's an emphasis on flowy, a little bit A-line skirts, dresses, ruffles on the tops, and if I may say, quite French. So it is definitely up my alley as well. One thing I will say is that the prices are up there, and I will tell you why that is not that much of a problem to me. Is because when you compare the styles to, for example, Rouge, the styles are quite similar and the prices are 100 euros off usually, but if you take into account sustainability and better labor practices, which Rouge does not comment on at all, I would like to think that that extra markup is because of the production style being different. For Cézanne, for example, we've looked at in the past, they mentioned slow fashion, but I don't think they're that slow anymore, so I don't know if that markup still makes sense. I will say that some of these prices I'm still looking at and I'm like, oh, gulp, you know? Usually when I look at a new brand, what I'll go for is look at the best sellers, because that will give you an instant idea of the collections that usually sell. And I see that, oh, this is beautiful. I see that denim plays a big role at Reformation, whether it's denim as in the jeans, but also I see jackets, I see skirts, I see dresses. This dress in particular, the tagliatelle denim midi dress, my heart, I love it. It's beautiful. Yes, so my heart is beating a little faster as I'm looking at this, but oh, that one's gorgeous as well. But anyway, let's start looking into more specifically the materials. Okay, let's look at also the shoes and the bags, because that's also a very nice idea. So if you look at the shoes, I see a lot of kitten heels and Mary Jane sandals. I'm not big on sneakers, which also gives me an indication of the femininity of the brand, so that's nice. High boots as well, heeled boots, flat boots. Oh, they're high knees and they're gorgeous. But let's look at the Bethany Ballet Flat. It does retail for 328 euros, which is not nothing, and very diverse set of sizes, so that's good. High quality, supple glove, Napa, spot clean. So it is leather. It doesn't specify anything about the sustainable sourcing of the leather and if it's done in an animal friendly way. That is okay. Moving on to dresses, seeing as this is their big selling point. Let's look at the Samantha cotton sweater dress for a more casual version, and then the Balia linen dress, just so we have a little bit of both, so we can look at both the casual and the more formal attire. Obviously, if you look at the silk dresses or their wedding or bridesmaids collection, you're looking at 500 euros for the dresses. But start off with Balia linen dress, 348 euros. So size 30 and petites all the way to 56, very inclusive, very cool. That is something that I feel unfortunately a lot of French brands still fall flat on, is the inclusivity of their brands. So I'm seeing that there's side pockets in the dress, that's cute. 100% linen, wash cold and dry flat. Okay, cool. I mean, I love myself a good natural material, so I'm happy about that. Let's go into the Samantha cotton sweater dress. So you are looking at a cotton sweater dress for 248 euros, size extra small to extra large. Okay, so there's already a little more limit into that, but let's see at material. Oh, Look, here you already see 100% organically grown cotton. That's good. See, it specifies that it is organically grown, which does make me question whether the linen is organic. Still natural material, so I'm happy about that. I'm going to try to cut Reformation some slack because we've looked at other brands that are a lot less detailed about their sustainability and their inclusivity. But usually when a brand is very much in their branding about this, I want to hold them to a high standard because I want them to take accountability as well. Looking into the tops, which are very popular, I'm seeing a lot of white, blacks, even for the summer. Oh, this cute little linen top with stripes. I see a patchworky look, soft yellows. So yeah, you are looking very much at these neutral colors for most of these pieces. I haven't seen in the website any bright pink yet, so that is something. But okay, let's look at this top. This is the Leia knit top, which is a nice v-neck, basic rib top, eco-friendly stretch rib fabric made with 97% organic cotton and 3% spandex. Very cool, very nice. I am questioning in the wash, hold, and dry flat department, because does that mean that you can't wash it in the machine? If you have a piece, let me know in the comments if that is so, but so far that's what I'm getting, so I'm not quite sure, but I've got to say I'm very positively surprised by everything in the brand so far. So as I said previously, denim seems to be a big thing for their brand, so let's look further into that. Oh yeah, denim skirts. Oh, I love that little denim dress. Oh, that is so cute. The citron one is the one I'm talking about, if anybody's wondering. High-rise slight jeans, shorts, jackets. Oh, there's the tagliatelle denim mini dress. Love that. Oh, but let's look at the classic jeans, for example. Here you're looking at high-rise slight white leg jeans, typically French as well. We're looking at 198 euros. It's quite a bit for jeans, I would argue, but hey, for the right cut, you know, I wouldn't criticize that. They have a lot of colors. Size 23 to 34, again, wonderful. Hey, this is a non-stretch denim fabric made with 57% regenerative. Oh, my bad. This is a non-stretch denim fabric made with 57% regeneratively grown cotton, and that's good. I'm gonna tell you why in a second. And 43% tencel lyocell. Now, why is the mention of regeneratively grown cotton so important, at least to me, is because in the production stage of cotton, there is this one brand that is very well known called Monsanto. They sell a seed of cotton that has been artificially changed in the DNA and is built to produce quicker. But the problem is very often in these situations, these seeds are non-regenerative, which means that the farmer needs to continue buying from Monsanto the same seeds over and over again in order to keep his production up. And it is a tragedy. If you look up some of the statistics, one farmer in Bangladesh a day kills himself, poisons himself, unfortunately, because he's unable to keep up paying for these new seeds. So tragically, I found out in the production of this video that in India, we are looking at 28 suicides a day by farmers for the exact same reason. So it is tragic. So I'm so happy to see that Reformation is doing something about that by using regeneratively grown cotton in their jeans and in their denim. Okay, we've looked so far at a lot of the summer collection, but let's just have a look at the winter collection just to be sure. So I'm looking at the Holland cashmere turtleneck sweater dress. This dress is 348 euros, goes from extra small to extra large. It is 95% recycled cashmere, 5% cashmere. It is a hand wash, which is not very effective, but I understand because you're looking at cashmere. And recycled cashmere, I mean, it's good, but it doesn't say anything about the sourcing of the cashmere, like was it done in an animal-friendly way or not. It doesn't specify, but still, natural materials so far, across the board, fantastic. I mean, I have got to say that for the prices, I would not be expecting anything less. But it does give you an idea that sometimes you can see, you know, these luxury brands sell t-shirts or, you know, other forms of clothing for prices similar to this, if not higher, but with polyester, viscose involved, and it really gives you an idea that we could do this so much better. And Reformation for now is really showing me that, you know, it is so worth it. But what if you are more on a budget and you unfortunately can't allow yourself to spend 350 euros on a dress? Now I have good news for you, because I just checked out Vinted, and honestly, I need to get sponsored by Vinted because I've been hyping them up in their videos so much. But I'm looking at it right now, and you have about 500 plus results when you look for the brand, and some things clearly like hold some value, like some of the fancier evening dresses. I'm not that surprised by that. But if you're looking for like a basic dress or something like that, or one of the tops, everything is in this like 30 to 100 euro range, which for Vinted is fine, is acceptable. But especially for Reformation, it does mean that the items of clothing do lose value the moment you buy it. So if you want to try it, or if you want to, you know, give it a shot, you like the brand, you like the mission statement of the brand, but you want to also be fair to your budget, Vinted is the way to go. Does mean that a lot of the iconics, I would say, like the denim dress that I was talking about, are not going to be in that very low price point. They're still going to be high up, but there is one, but it's being sold for 210 euros, which of course, if 350 is not your price budget, but 200 is, go get it. I gave it a like, so. Are there any in particular that we've seen so far that I would recommend? Absolutely. So I really would recommend this outfit set. So that it's a combination of these high knee black boots with this denim skirt and this striped sweater, jumper, blue with white stripes. I think it is so chic, so classy, and the model also paired it with a red lip. So cute and very French, if that's the look that you're going for, but otherwise still very approachable and still very, I think, wearable on a day-to-day basis. I also really love this outfit. So it's this long meaty length denim skirt with a black turtleneck, black shoulder bag, and black heels. So simple yet so chic, so dressy, and very much the allure of this brand. There is this jumpsuit, this denim jumpsuit, and I adore it. If I didn't already have a jumpsuit, I would buy this one. It is so cool, so chic, and in my experience having a denim jumpsuit, it is so easy. You just wear it, you put it on, accessorize it, add a little belt or a scarf. I usually tie it with a scarf. You're done. And in the colder months, you can just put like a long sleeve underneath. It still works. It still looks cute. It goes with everything, with heels or with sneakers. It looks nice. Just make sure the proportions are right, but I trust Reformation to do the proportions right. So cool, check it out. The dressier side, I really like this red dress. It is fully length and has sleeves, and at the same time it is still sexy. And I think that black belt added onto it just adds onto it. Beautiful. Red lips, again, great idea. And if you really like that 16e arrondissement kind of, you know, classically Parisian chic like I did in my previous video, go check out that video if you haven't yet done so. I think that this knit top with these jeans and a little black bag, so easy, but you do it right. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked any of the items, put them in the comments below. Did I miss any? If so, also let me know. If there's another brand that you would like for me to review, thank you so much for watching this video. Go check out my other ones if you have not already done so, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye!